Well, hello from Cheltenham on day 2 of the festival. It's been dry, a little windy overnight. The going is good to soft, good in places. Some rain is expected later on today though, but that won't dampen the spirits. A fabulous day in prospect, and here to tell us more is Alistair Down.
Day 2 at Cheltenham and Champion Chase Day, the clash of two old 2-mile heroes, Sprinter Sacre and Sire de Grugy. Sprinter Sacre has had more problems than Claire Rayner ever dealt with, all sorts of issues. It would be the training performance of the season of the year if Nicky Henson could get him back. What are the vibes like? Sort of mixed. 90% as good as he was. Well, how many horses come back to win a second champion chase 10% less potent than he used to be? Sire de Grugy, boldly campaigned by Gary Moore, huge chance, absolutely rock solid. Dodging Bullets, totally underrated all season as he's climbed up through the ranks. And Champagne Fever, well, but for that extraordinary defeat in the Arkle by Western Warhorse last year, he'd be 3 from 3 here. He loves Cheltenham, and Cheltenham kind of likes him. Plenty of action on the so-called undercard. There's no such thing here. Every race is a championship in its way. A fascinating RSA chase. The young master might sneak in under the radar, jumps well, be held up by Barry Geraghty. Just got that nice smattering of handicap form, handicap experience to bring to the party. It's going to be another blinding afternoon.
Now here with the market news, I've been joined by John Ivan Duke of Bookmakers William Hill. And John, lucky escape for you guys yesterday. The big four nearly all went in. Annie Power, of course, luckily got up fine after that fall at the last, when looking bang on course to be a pretty expensive winner for you guys.
Yeah, we dodged a bullet really, and you know, I think what was quite nice is that all the bookmakers were standing next to each other, all the rails bookies, all of the off-course bookies like ourselves, and we were standing there. Annie Power looked as though she was going to absolutely dot up, and came down, and not one bookmaker cheered. You know, it saved us millions and millions of pounds. You talk about industry figures. I
was going to say, how much? Because yesterday you said it could cost the industry 100 million if they all came in. How much did it cost you?
Yeah, I mean, that would have been total payout, so that wouldn't have been lost. But in terms of industry losses, you probably would have been looking about 25 million in terms of losses if Annie Power had won, just because of all the run-ups and the singles and doubles, trebles, etc. But that probably reduced to a figure across the industry of around about 5 million.
And Willie Mullins once again got a strong hand today. Are you running scared of his horses?
Well, no, not running scared. I think, you know, yesterday was probably his best day, I think, and strongest chances. You know, he's got very, very good hand in the opening race, and Neptune, front favourites in the market. I think Nichols Canyon looks very interesting. I'd prefer Outlander myself, but both of those will be well back today. And looking a little bit later on the card, I think Don Polly could be the nap of the festival. Really, really good horse. Got Cheltenham form, won here before. I think has a massive chance in the RSA, and I'd expect that one to land. And then he's got 7 in the bumper. If he can't,
surely going to win that.
If he can't win with 7 in the bumper, geez. I mean, I expect one of them to go in. Just which one?
Any coming in for support at all?
Yeah, I mean, I think the interesting one is Don Polly. That's already come in for money. 2-1 into 15-8, and then the Coral Cup. This is a fascinating move. 20-1 this morning. Now being backed into 16-1, and that money continuing to come in on Lac Fontana. That's the interesting mover in the handicaps.
I'm not surprised about that. Clifford Baker put that one up as one of his best bets of the week when we spoke to him down at Ditchett for our stable tours pre-Cheltenham. Looking at the other races, the Champion Chase, of course, what's the market telling us about that one?
Wide open, absolutely wide open. You know, the fact is that you look at the betting and you can see that the likes of Sire de Grugy just edging favouritism. Sprinter Sacre will probably be our worst result of the entire festival if Sprinter Sacre won, just because of the popularity of the horse. The money will continue to come in. That price will shorten right up before the off. That's what we expect, because Sprinter Sacre, the most popular horse in racing, he will be backed. He'll be backed on the course. He'll be backed off the course. And if he wins, the bookmakers will be not too happy. But the fact is, it's 27 races at the festival. We can afford for Sprinter Sacre to go in. We can afford for a few Mullins horses to go in. It's a long, long festival, and we hope to come out on top, much to the disappointment of punters.
Well, lots to look forward to. Thanks for talking to us, John. And do catch all the other tipping videos in the media centre on racingpost.com, looking ahead to the day 2 action.